Yo, it's Elliot with Yo Elliot. You've got strength questions, and I've got strong answers. Yo, Elliot. Alright, today we've got a text question. I've got a lot of video questions from you guys. I'll get to them in a moment, but I like this one, so I'm going to answer it. It's from Shaney64, living in the UK. Ask, yo Elliot, after a day of squatting, my upper back and traps get really tight. They start hurting really badly, and when this happens, I can't move my head around, and it hurts to take my shirt off. Well, Shaney, what you're probably doing when you're squatting is you're starting from a bad position, especially in your upper shoulder neck region. I'm going to show you a couple reasons why. First, I'm going to assume that you've got pretty bad kyphosis, thoracic kyphosis, a rounding of the upper back, a shortening of the pec minor, a shortening of the sternocleidomastoid, shortening of the suboccipitals and other thoracic extensors, all the muscles that make you do this. You may not be walking around like that, but that's your tendency. Those particular muscles have a strong neural drive, so under pressure, i.e. when you're squatting, you're probably having a tendency to really tighten those muscles. So I put together a quick diagram for you. This is probably a terrible diagram, but your sternocleidomastoid goes from your sternum, clavicle, and mastoid bone, your jaw. It's like in here somewhere in your neck. Your upper traps, or your cervical extensors, are here. Your traps are right here. Boom. And then you've got I bet also you probably have, you get headaches and shit, I'm imagining. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you've also got a ton of muscles way up in here also. And when your nervous system has a tendency to activate those muscles, they draw if you can imagine, they really draw really close, they contract, and they force you into a position where you probably also, your jaw probably hangs open quite a bit also. Let me know if these things are correct, because like I said, this is connected to the mastoid. So, here's my suggestion for you. I guarantee that you'll stop having those pains if you start doing corrective stretches before your squats. In particular, the sternocleidomastoid, the upper trapezius, there are a couple others in there, but I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. I don't have a cameraman today, so I'm going to try to do them here for you. Before you squat, deadlift, or pretty much anything, during your warm-up for your workout, you're going to want to sit on a bench and anchor the shoulder by holding on to the edge of the bench and stretching your neck. Boom. You're going to stretch it one side for about 30 seconds, other side for about 30 seconds. You're going to pull down this way. Boom. Boom. You want to stretch all the muscles in your neck, and then you want to stretch your pec minor, your biceps. I've showed you videos about this before, so hopefully you can go look for them. It's pec minor, your shoulder against the door jamb, stretch your bicep. All of these muscles, even though these muscles aren't in your neck and shoulder region that you're describing with regard to the pain, they're all associated with the same flexion pattern that's causing you to do this. So you want to stretch those muscles out too, because they all have a tendency, if they're tight, your biceps tight and your pec minor's tight and your upper abs are tight, they'll all have a tendency to tip your rib cage. Imagine if that's a rib cage, looks like crap. But if your rib cage starts tipping forward, you can imagine what it's going to do with the rest of your body. Imagine your rib cage starts tipping forward. In order for you to keep your eyes to the horizon so you can frickin' see, your head starts doing this. So rib cage tips, head stays up so you can see. That's why people with hunchbacks don't look like this, they look like this. So all those muscles, again, start getting really tight. So you want to stretch those ones also. The reason why I want you to do these stretches before you work out is because you want to deaden the neurological response or neural drive to those muscles. Right now you have got a faulty motor engram. That's basically like a bad computer program where your body starts recruiting muscles that don't necessarily need to be recruited in order to do a particular movement, like your back squat. You don't need those muscles to any great degree, especially to the point where they're getting sore during your back squat. So you're going to stretch them, and by stretching them, it's almost like you're sedating them. It's like giving a bad kid Ritalin or something. Smoking weed or something. Just chill out, bro. So it's like you're getting your muscles to chill out, bro, before you go and do the squat. So, stretch those freaking muscles before you squat, and over time those muscles will start they'll calm down a bit and they won't become so active during your squat. Because you've been squatting like this for some time, I'm assuming also that you're probably squatting improperly. The bar is probably set way too high. You can imagine the bar, if it's set way up here, just again, so that because of what's going to happen is if the bar is set too high, it's going to do what I described earlier by forcing the rib cage to tip. So again, that's going to tighten those muscles. I'm going to suggest front squatting for you, and if you're a power lifter and you must back squat, definitely do front squat. But if you do have to back squat, set the bar a lot lower like you see most powerlifters doing. Bodybuilders tend to have them up high, or people who just don't know any better. Powerlifters tend to have the bar back here a little bit more, and then also the elbows should point down. If you find that you're squatting, your elbows flaring up, you're in a bad position, bro. So that's it. Thanks for your question. Thanks for the new video questions. I see them there, guys. You notice I didn't do 100 videos this week. I only did 2, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to get to those. I've got a couple brand new things coming your way that I think you're going to be excited about. A little different. And that's it. Thanks. Talk to you next time. Yo, Elliot.